Mm, sorry about that. Hey guys, welcome to our Impact Nation Fitness Crew team call. Today is July 14th, and I want to talk a little bit about what to expect in the next couple weeks today, and also go over a few coach updates with you guys, and do some recognition as well for the team. So we're going to go over some updates first of all. And for one of them that the company is sending us, it's talking a little bit about feeling stuck, and that happens to all of us, no matter where we are in the business. It happens to new coaches, it happens to seasoned coaches, it happens to people that we just think this business comes easy to. Everybody feels stuck in their businesses, and it's what you do with that that's going to decide whether or not you move forward or just kind of stay the same. So there have been times when I personally felt stuck and allowed it to immobilize me, and I did absolutely nothing. And of course I stayed stagnant, didn't have any growth, not only personally have any growth, just not doing personal development, just kind of felt in a funk altogether. And really it took me making that decision to stop that nonsense and then just do the action steps that everybody says. If you just do these action steps in the Power Hour, you are going to be successful. So I thought, I'm just going to do them and not think about them. Because when I thought about them, sometimes I would overthink things and then block myself. So if that's you and you struggle, feeling stuck, feel like you're getting a lot of objections, take a look at Overcoming Objections Like a Pro, the recording from Tommy Migrant and Mike Ryan. It's in the Coach Online office. You'll find that in the video library. And for those of you that are new, the video library is, say, on your right side of your screen, about halfway down. It says Video Library. You're going to click on the Coach Trading Academy, and it's under Event Workshops. That is a really great one. It's about an hour long, and don't let that worry you, especially if you're involved in training right now, because very simply, you do personal development every day as part of your 3 vital behaviors of a successful coach. Just do 10 minutes of it at a time. So you're going to have this video up, and yes, it's about an hour in length, and it's all really good. If you're like me, you're not going to be able to write fast enough. Thank goodness there's a pause button, because at Summit there's no pause button. You just go, oh shoot, okay, this big circle there, I want to go back and fill that in, when they have that in the online office. So do 10 minutes at a time so that it feels doable to you and you actually do it. Otherwise, if we're looking at it going, oh my gosh, it's an hour. I don't have an hour, if I wanted to go sit in the bathroom by myself. Or I don't have an hour that I plan anything to myself all week long. It's okay. Don't make it overwhelming to you. Just break it down into small chunks and just start. Just start. If you do 10 minutes one day, 10 minutes the next, eventually you're going to have it completed, and you're going to have that new knowledge base and feel more confident in what you're doing with your business. Knowledge is absolutely power. Absolutely power. And I know that firsthand, and you guys will feel that. Where you feel weakest as a leader, as a business owner, as a friend, as a coach, that is where you want to direct your attention to with personal development. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry if I'm saying a lot. I have so many thoughts like spinning in my head, and I want to share them all with you. I get so excited about different things, and I have to stay focused. So with it, if you're having some self-doubt, there are some books that I have recommended in a file section on our team page. Take a look at that. One that I just think sounds really cool, and I haven't gotten it yet, but I want to, is the one that says, I think it's called I Am a Badass, or You're a Badass, or something like that. It just, to me, is like, oh, yeah, I'm a rock star, I can do this, because even I have self-doubts, they just creep in, and what I found is self-doubt creeps in when we are on the verge of something really, really fantastic. So just stay the course and just focus on the action steps. So if you didn't get a chance to listen to the National Coach Call today, because you're on here, thank you very much. There's a recording in your online office. You can actually use the playback number through Sunday if you want to listen to it there, or you can do it by podcast from your online office. It was all about social media. how to use social media, Instagram specifically, to really create genuine, lasting relationships. And she talks a little bit about how she was able to retire her husband. She's a 6-star diamond coach now. And she shares some really good nuggets about social media strategies to help us grow our business and team as well. So, and she was uncomfortable and is uncomfortable with the whole salesy thing, so you're not going to see any salesy jargon or anything with it. It's just going to be really good, solid information that you can use. So I want to do some recognition too. You guys have seen these posted, and if you haven't, that's okay, in our team page, or on my personal page, where I'm able to tag sometimes a little bit more people than what are in our team page. It just really depends on what that person personally wants. But I did have, not many of you know, but some of you do know, I had hired an assistant to try to help me with some things that I kind of felt were, mindless things that weren't really working with people one-on-one, but doing like shout-outs and stuff like that. And he was going to be helping me on the team newsletter, customer newsletters, and really with those. But what I found is I spent a lot of time worrying about, okay, well, where is this shout out? This person was supposed to give me this shout. It's nobody on our team or anybody that you guys know. So it was, I just spent more time worrying, and then felt like a failure because I wasn't recognizing you guys on a regular basis on a day that you could expect, like you should. And so I have since then let him go, and I'm doing everything on my own, which is totally fine. People do it. It just took some reorganizing on my part, and what I'm really happy to share with you is that we are back to Thursdays in terms of recognition. You guys are going to see the top coach shout out on Thursdays like you should see it. You're going to see rank advancement shout outs on Thursdays, as you should. That's a huge day in our business. That's when Thursdays are days when rank advancement shows. If you're an Emerald coach for the first time, it's showing on that Thursday. Ruby coach, Diamond coach, Star Diamond coach, that's a big deal. So so you guys don't have to wait. It's something that I'm personally doing so that I can make sure it's complete. And I want to do that for you guys. One thing I'm starting new, because I think it's really important too, is we're going to have on Thursday where everybody is in terms of obtaining Success Club, because I think it's really neat to see your name in a shout out. I remember the first time that I did, I was like, oh my gosh, that's my name. It just felt so cool. And for somebody who worked in mental health, there wasn't a lot of recognition, going on there. It was more of, well, could you do more? Could you do more? And by the way, we're not going to pay for it. I'm sorry, there's a point. They weren't asking us to do more. They were telling us to do more. Do it or else, So in this Success Club shout out, you guys are going to see people that have made Success Club 10, Success Club 5, and the numbers next to it are going to be where they're at in terms of Success Club points. You're also going to see everybody who even has 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, 4, and that's in the almost there category. So I hope you guys really like that, because I love to recognize you guys, and I was really feeling awful about it not being consistent, not being something that you guys could expect. So I took the reins back, and that's just been within the last week and a half. So I took the reins back, so you guys are going to see, that happening for you. So I'm really, really happy to do that. So in terms of our July 6th Success Club leaders so far through July 11th, Success Club 5, people that have earned that is Dawn Jeter. She's at 9. Sarah Angelina is at 8. Jessica Alt is at 6, and people that are almost there, this is a huge list. You guys, this is so exciting. Carrie Swain, Heather Lane, Janice Davila, Tracy Jenks, Abby Gorsline, Jessica Meyer, Trisha Cook, Terry Anderson, Chelsea Hoy, Aaron Porter, Miley Uyino, Catherine Moore, and now, woo, Terry Fleek. Yay! She'll be on this coming Thursday's list as well, so that be on the lookout for that. And our top coaches of the week, and you guys, this is in terms of who makes this list and how are the numbers determined. The only thing I can see in my online office is 5 levels down, And what happens is I'm able to see the personal volume that rolls up. So then it's called team volume. I'm only able to see what myself and everybody else, is able to cycle on. So that being said, say you end up with 500 personal volume points. I might only see 380 or something odd, 420, in my online office. So it's going to look different than yours because I'm only able to see what rolls up versus what you personally receive. And sometimes that's different, and I'll tell you why. Like, say for a challenge pack sale, you would receive the one. Say if it's a challenge pack that's $140 is like 105 in terms of personal volume that you would receive, but I wouldn't see that. I would see 35 roll up. So that's where there's some kind of discrepancy. So just know that it's not the actual, everybody's is the same. So I'm only seeing what rolls up for everybody. So if that's different for you and you have questions when your name pops up, go ahead and ask. But that's just so that the explanation is there, but just so that you guys can hear it, it makes sense. So our top 5 coaches. I usually like to do the top 15 or 20, but I verbalize the top 5. But the top 15 or 20 is in a shout out that I'm going to be doing again on Thursdays. So the top superstar coaches of our week, number 5 is Jessica Alt. She had 255 volume points. Aaron Porter, which is Jessica's coach, had 260 volume points. Trisha Cook, which is my personally sponsored coach, had 285. Woo, woo, she was number 3. Dawn Jeter had 312 volume points, and she is Carrie Swain's personally sponsored coach. And number 1 on our team is Carrie Swain with 680 volume points. So, and I don't put the points there to make anybody feel bad. I put the points there to congratulate and celebrate what you have, and also because it's so neat to see. For some people, certain personalities love to see where they stand among the team. And some are floored when they see that they're like number 5, number 4. They're like, what? My first time up there. So it's just really neat, to be part of that, and see that. Everything's okay with Michael? Storm in there? Okay, I'm assuming thumbs up. So you guys are all muted. That's awesome. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit this week about what's coming up. We have the 5-day sneak peek that just got started today, and I have to just really say I am super stinking proud of everybody on our cup team that said, yes, I will make a video, and yes, let's open it up to the team, because for you guys that have done videos before, you remember what it was like when you first started to make a video. It was scary. And I'll tell you what, it's been just really neat to watch people step up and watch people just say, I'm just going to do it, and I know I'm scared, but I'm just going to do it. And every video is just well done. Every video is personalized. Every video really shows the person and the content of the character of the person behind the video. Plus, our prospects are receiving some great basic nuggets. So, what happens after the 5-day sneak peek? Good question. So, what we're going to do is this. And this just happened this way this time. So, if it works really well, we'll just continue to go with it. So actually on Thursday of this week, we have a live business presentation that myself, Stacy, and Danielle Melanson were already planning to offer for you guys, because we have Team Cup, everybody's stepping up their game a little bit and being more consistent with their business than they were last month. So we thought, why not offer a live business presentation where you guys have a chance to share that with people so that we can be the voice for you and we can explain things. And really what we're going to do mostly is talk a little bit about our story so that they can hear what Beachbody has done for us. And it's a continuation basically from the 5-day sneak peek. We're going to post in there on Thursday with Thursday's video just a little bit that, hey, for those of you that are already absolutely serious and want to know a little bit more, tonight we've got this live business presentation. Definitely get with the person who invited you here, and they will make sure that you have the information to connect tonight. So you're going to have those people coming back to you that want more information. So it allows you to not be that person checking in with them again, even though you've already checked in with them and added them to the group. So we want to make that easy for you guys. So we're going to include a little very general post with Thursday's video, and those that want to watch the live business presentation will rise up and they will be messaging you, and your job is to give them the link, the live link, once we have it available for them to be able to watch and participate. So what happens after it's all done on Friday in terms of the 5-day sneak peek? You're going to have people that say, nope, I know it's not for me now, and that's okay. You're going to have people say, I'm still not sure, I think I want more information. What I would recommend is, if they weren't part of the business presentation for Thursday, you can send them that link, or I really, really love sending Deborah Baska's business presentation, and the reason I send it is because I don't like to be my own expert, and from what I'm hearing, and this is kind of, it's not really common knowledge. It kind of is once you start to be looking for the information, but at first it's not. You don't want to be your own expert. So when I send a business presentation, I don't send a recording of my own. So I send Deborah Baska's. Hers is about an hour long, but I absolutely adore how thorough she is, and I absolutely love how she shares the information with everybody. So how I preempt that is I say, hey, if somebody wants more information, I say, hey, I've got a great webinar that answers a lot of questions. Did you want me to send it your way? I always let them just, be the person to decide, and then I send it as if I'm feeling a need. So what I do then is I say, okay, here you'll get a chance to, here's the webinar I promised. You'll get a chance to meet my friend and business partner, Deborah Baska, and I have actually slept with Deborah before. She really likes her room ice cold, ice cold, ice cold. I freeze. I need a lot of blankets. But anyway, let me go back. So I don't ever tell them that. I'm just telling you guys that. So my friend and business partner, Deborah Baska, she's going to share with you a lot about what we do as coaches and answer a lot of your questions. Definitely have a pen and paper handy because, yes, it's going to answer some questions, but it's also going to generate some more questions that you have. And it's important to me that I answer those when we talk after. Now, and that doesn't mean you're talking right after they watch the webinar, that evening necessarily. So because it's an hour long, I want to value their time, and I tell them it's about an hour long. Can you make time to watch this by, and I give them 2 days. So whatever day today is, I give them 2 days from then. That way, they know I'm going to be following up with them by that second day, and that's totally professional. So then when they say, oh, absolutely. Some people say, I'm going to watch it right now. And you say, okay, great. Let me know when you're done, and we can set up a time to talk after. And you can talk more about what you liked about what you saw. Great. Sometimes you'll have people watch and go, oh my gosh, I saw it, and how do I sign up? Deborah's going to go over everything, in that webinar as well, including challenge packs and how to get started. So, as a new coach, sometimes it can feel real funny suggesting a challenge pack, especially if you feel like you're selling something to them. But really what it is you're helping them get started in a very smart way and at the lowest cost that they possibly can get started at. And they are able to be a product of the product. And that's one thing that's going to help. Just from me sharing my results from the 3-day refresh, within 30 minutes of me posting my results in my blog, I had a friend message me and said, I want to do the refresh, but I see all these choices, and I'm not sure which one I should pick. And I said, well, there's 3 choices. One is the discount pack that includes a month's supply of Shakeology. One is the pack, or the detox pack with 3 packets of Shakeology, and one is without. It really just depends on what you want to do. She ordered a challenge pack, and she also ordered a vegan sampler. Blew my mind because she was before never using this Shakeology. She thought before I was just trying to sell her on something because I sold it. But all of a sudden, her on her own just decided she wanted to use it. So all I did was share what happened to me when I used some of our products. And us showing other people what's possible allows other people that are looking for solutions to come to us. And they do rise up. So, hold on one second.
My neck hurts. Can I have some ibuprofen?
Yes, you can have some ibuprofen. So, okay, and I totally lost my train of thought right now. Delaney has a sore neck. She needed ibuprofen. And let's see, time-wise, 9:25. Okay. So anyway, so we've got this live business presentation Thursday at 9 o'clock. Totally up to you if you have people that are ready for it or not, but just know that we will share that in a very general way and send people back to the coach that invited them to the 5-day for the actual link for it. So you guys are welcome to share that. You're welcome to, you know, as you're feeling needs, as, excuse me, the week moves on, you're going to run into people that aren't part of the 5-day that all of a sudden want to be want to know more about coaching. You can invite them to the live one and or send them the link to a live webinar. The one I use of Deborah's is in a file on our team page under BB. It's under BB webinars/recordings. Excuse me, I have like the burps and I apologize for that. So, okay, does anybody have any questions about what's going on this week or any questions about the 5-day sneak peek so far? You guys liking it so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Lots of flies on the wall, but I think that's totally cool. There's almost 70 people in there.
Yeah, I was surprised today. I added a couple and that there was that many in there. I guess I hadn't looked in a while. But yeah, I think there's going to be the flies on the wall until we, maybe get towards the end of the week.
Yep. And I'm totally okay with it because even when I posted it, just as a last resort last night, I had a person request to join that shocked me. I was like, really? Really? They're kind of interested? But I thought what's really neat is how easy is it for us to invite people to a sneak peek? We don't feel pressure. They don't feel pressure, right?
Absolutely.
And we all, as a team, have invited more people to this 5-day sneak peek probably than we've ever invited to any webinar combined. Any webinar combined. And I think it's awesome.
I think it's easier, too, because you're not obligating them to an hour.
Yep.
Yep.
Totally. And if this works for you guys as a team, totally kosher with just continuing to do it. What Mindy Wender does is she just keeps the same group. And then people can leave as they want to leave. And then what we're doing is, like, say, in a week and a half, if we want to start another one, we can start another one. It just really is going to be based on need. If we don't have one, that's okay. But if we do, we can rock it out and just keep adding people. And in the group, we'll say, hey, you guys, we're going to be doing another sneak peek. You can feel free to, leave the group, or you can hang out again if you want to just check it out all over again. It's totally okay to do that. So I think that was neat to be able to do that. And before, when I first thought of the 5-day sneak peek, I thought, what is the point of that? Because there's a 30-day money-back guarantee as a coach. So, and they can get involved in our training. We have a 10-day getting started right. So what's the point of a 5-day sneak peek? I just didn't get it. To me, I thought it was probably a time waster. Because
I would.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't have. I thought it was a great idea. I think a lot of people's hindrance is, when you say that, they get this big, idea that, you have to be a salesperson and you have to know, 2,000 people, which we do, but of course at that point we don't think so, and it just seems very overwhelming to them. And this, I don't want to say, brings it down to their level. That's how I want to say it.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree. And I didn't see it. So I'm sorry that I didn't see it, you guys, as like your leader. My brain was like, everybody's already doing so much. Why do we want to do something else, But honestly, I looked at 2 different ways of doing the sneak peek. And I'm kind of glad I waited because of that, because the one that Team on Fire uses is a great one. But not everybody wants that kind of information at first. That we're going to have in our training. So we really wanted something comfortable, and we really wanted something to share more about the people, the fears that we had coming into being a coach, who makes a great coach, and how you make money. Most people want to know, do I want to do it? Can I do it? Am I going to make money? So that's the take we took. And Mindy Wender's system, I guess for lack of a better word, of doing this I felt was more fitting for our team, and we're following that model. She was generous enough to just say anybody and everybody could join this group. And so I thought, let me just see if she's going to let me join. And I requested to join, and she let me in. So I was able to look at what does her day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5 look like? How is she posting every day? Let me look at this. What is she doing as a $1 million leader? And I'm not a $1 million leader, so I'm looking to those people who are going, what are they doing? I want to duplicate. They're successful. I want to do the same thing. So just what new coaches do to coaches that are on our team, we all do as leaders, and you guys all do too. We're duplicating what works, and you know, it's a good thing. I felt Mindy's was a better fit for our team, and I really am super comfortable with it. So, and you guys already saw video number 1, and Terry did amazing, and he's following Mindy Wender's. Every coach that is doing it is following it, but they're doing it in their own way, if that makes any sense. They're still shining through.
Right.
Right. So, super happy with it. So, but if I'm not somebody who gets ideas right away, so if you guys have to hit me over the head for something, just do it, because I don't always get, and I'm totally okay with it. Just don't do it too hard. I don't like bumps in my hair when I try to do it. But sometimes I can't see, what's the word? I'm not a very abstract person. I'm very concrete, and I need to see how it's going to work all the way around before I can go, oh yeah, that makes sense. But a lot of times my brain can't make that whole connection. Like, all the pins don't fire all the time. You're like your brain, Trisha. Like, you'd be like, oh, I totally could have seen how that was going to be, would be a benefit, where I couldn't even see it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's ever something you guys want to do and you just need people backing you up, just be like, okay, Carrie, this is the time where I'm like hitting you over the head because you're not seeing it. I'm like, okay, I'll listen. I got it. So, but all right. So next week we'll still do the Q&A at 8:15. Don't feel like you have to make every single one. If you don't show up to one, and the reason is because you, in terms of the Q&A call, not the team call. If you don't show up to one and your reason is because you didn't have any questions, maybe you want to be part of it because maybe somebody's going to ask something that's going to be helpful for you down the road or later that week or something. And it's just something. If you enjoy it and you enjoy the connection, I'd love to keep doing this because I like this face-to-face stuff so much better than like typing messages, I think, back and forth to people. Unless people need content. You go, I need the typing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then 10 a.m. tomorrow is the next Q&A. So make sure that your teams know about this too. I don't want to take the questions away from you guys with your coaches and take anything away from you guys as a leader, but I wanted to open this up to anybody because we do have coaches on our team who don't have somebody leading them because their coach sponsor is no longer business building, or their coach sponsor never was, and they were just somebody who signed up as a discount too, and now they're business building. So they're needing somebody else to help lead them. So that's why I open it up to the team, never to take away a leadership role from you guys, but always to include everybody who needs to be included, if that makes any sense. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening, and thank you for doing everything that you guys do every single day to help people and yourselves. So thank you. You guys, there's no team. There's no team without you guys. So thank you, and we will see you guys next week or tomorrow, and of course on Facebook. So have a great week.
Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
She said good morning.
I love that kid.
She like never goes to sleep. She thinks she can sleep till noon all her life, or in the summertime.
That doesn't happen in our house.
You guys are up early.
I asked you to wake me up at 6 o'clock to get used to it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Good night.
Good night.